Today's an exciting day because it is the launch of Best Before Black Friday. This is an event that I do every single year. I started it back during the pandemic, and the whole premise was that supply chains were laggy and people just needed a lot more time. So I reached out to brands that I had worked with and asked them if they would push their Black Friday sales ahead a little bit for my community, and if they would also, and this is the important thing, if they would guarantee that the sales wouldn't be better on Black Friday and on Cyber Monday, so that people could shop with confidence, knowing that if they take advantage of the deal early, there's not gonna be a better deal presented later. So over the years, this event has gotten better and better and better. And this year, I am so excited to report that we have tons of brands. The deals are absolutely amazing, and it starts today. So I thought we could go through a few of the brands, maybe 5 or 6. I could highlight them. And then I want to direct you to the blog. Now, over on the blog is an extensive list of the brands that are participating and a list of the corresponding discounts and the codes that you need and all of that kind of stuff. Now, it's important to note that this year is the first year that I've managed to get pretty much everybody in from the 10th of November all the way through Cyber Monday. And that's really exciting because you have a greater choice all at once. There will be a few brands that get added in along the way that just couldn't start this early. So definitely check back on that blog for updates and stuff like that. But you're gonna find a ton of your favorite brands today already doing their Black Friday sales. So let's get into some of the highlights. The first one that we will talk about is Photozyme. Now, Photozyme is DNA repair enzymes. It is probably my favorite skincare brand. DNA repair enzymes help to repair UV damage, and they repair like 50% of the damage incurred on a daily basis. And what that does is that helps your skin's immunity. It helps your skin be able to produce collagen better, helps your elastin protection, helps your overall health of your skin, and it can help with skin cancer regression. So it can help with getting rid of things called actinic keratosis or precancers. It is literally one of the best pillars in my personal skincare routine. Photozyme is going to be 40% off through Cyber Monday. So that's pretty exciting. 40% off site-wide. Now they're also doing up to 50% off select bundles. Now codes don't stack or anything like that, or else you'd be getting stuff for free, but 40% off site-wide if you just want to pick and choose, or definitely take a look at the bundles that are going to be up to 50% off. Now, some of my favorites from the brand are going to be Youth Recovery. That's my #1 favorite from the brand. That's everybody's #1 favorite from the brand. It is a serum. It is elegant and beautiful. It could be a lightweight moisturizer. I love it for so many reasons. I love it post microneedling. I love it as a serum at night for repairing that UV damage. I also love to use it with reusable under eye masks as a DNA repair enzyme mask. All kinds of things. I love to use it on my lips before I put on an occlusive at night. It's just an all-around fantastic reparative serum. Now, another favorite is their body lotion. I use that in my body routine and I absolutely love it. It is rich and thick. It's like a thick, balmy texture that isn't sticky or goopy, but it is absolutely beautiful and silky on the skin, hydrates like a dream. I love it. Those are probably my 2 favorite things from the brand, but there are several things over there. Now, my serum for the product that I worked with the brand to develop for microneedling, that is also, of course, going to be on sale. So if you are somebody who does microneedling, this is a great opportunity to pick up some of that solution at a deep discount. So that's Photozyme, #1 on the list right now. Educated Mess. Educated Mess is 30% off site-wide. I love this brand, 2 women founders, and they have some stellar products. I would say the highlights for me are probably the Hair of the Dog mask. It's a bubble mask that just energizes your skin. I absolutely love it, especially on days when I feel real sluggish and my skin just needs a pick-me-up. That is one of my favorite masks that I own. Then I would say their eyelash serum. That's another real big favorite. I've been testing it out for a couple months now. I shared it in a video last month and I have been using it and loving it. It's a non-prostaglandin based eyelash and eyebrow serum, and it's really, really good, and it is already $35. So if you get 30% off, you can get that lash serum for a steal. So those are a couple of my favorites from Educated Mess, and again, their sale is going to go from today until December 1st. Reviv Serum. Now this one is super exciting because this is the first year that they are joining us as early as we actually start. They always participate in this sale, but they usually pop in a little bit later. This year, they agreed to start early and they made their discount even better than it's ever been before. Now I'm going to read it to you because it's got some tiers here. So first of all, you get 30% off if you spend $400 or more. So if you are somebody who uses the Ultimate Serum or any of those expensive serums, if you get to that 400 mark, you'll get 30% off, which is a very, very deep discount on this brand. If you spend $200 or more, you'll get 20% off. And if you spend $100 to $199, you get 15% off. So the base discount is 15% off. And I think their regular discount is, I want to say it's 10%. It's definitely not even 15%. So no matter what, if you are a Reviv Serum shopper, all the discounts are better than normal, and it gets really, really good at $400, especially because once you hit that threshold, then you take 30% off. My favorites from that brand in particular are going to be the Ultimate Serum. It is a growth factor serum and it is really, really good. It is already super duper good price for what you are getting. If you look at the ingredient deck of the Ultimate Serum, it's amazing. It's amazing even without the growth factors in there. It is absolutely a stellar ingredient deck, but then you add in the growth factor media and it's just incredible. Now that is going to be up to 30% off depending on your cart total. So that's definitely a favorite. The other favorite of mine from them is their lash serum. So the Grow a Pair from Educated Mess and the Reviv lash serum are my two favorite non-prostaglandin lash serums. I've recommended that Reviv for years and years, and I've gotten such good feedback. It's a giant tube. Actually, with that top tier discount, when you spend $400, you get the 30% off, and you actually also get a free lash serum with your order. So that's a $49 value. So it'll just get added into your basket. So if you spend $400, you get 30% off. They throw in a free lash serum. I mean, it's a pretty good deal at Reviv. I've actually never seen a deal that good. So I'm super excited. All the necessary codes to make sure that you get the free gift and you get the right discount and all that stuff will be over on the blog. And so you will see everything in one place. Drmtlgy. Drmtlgy is starting their biggest sale of the year today. It is 30% off site-wide. Now, the only changes that will happen over the course of the month are there will be different free gifts as you go. So for the beginning of the sale, there is a free gift of, I think it's the under eye masks. And then it transitions to a different really great gift. And then it transitions into one other really great gift. All a single item just added into your cart. But the entire sale from today from the 10th of November until Cyber Monday is going to be 30% off site-wide. Now, some of my favorites from Drmtlgy, I mean, I have tons of favorites from Drmtlgy. I love the needleless serum. I have loved that forever. I think it is a great all-round serum, and I know a lot of you love that as well. I've heard from you for years how much you love that serum. Their growth factor serum is also really, really good. I've enjoyed using that very, very much. It and the Reviv Serum are the two growth factor serums that I personally would use right now. I don't think you need to overspend on that particular product. I really, really don't when you have those excellent choices out there. I also really do like their peptide night cream. That is so good. Soothe and Recovery. Soothe and Recovery is one of the best workhorse moisturizers I have ever used. It's already relatively affordable and huge, and you can get 30% off right now. Let's talk about devices. So we've got Currentbody. Currentbody is offering 20% off, and so if you want to pick up that Series 2 mask, which is still my favorite LED mask because it has 3 wavelengths of LED. So it has your red, it has your near infrared, and then it has that 1072. That 1072 is fantastic at under eyes, which is where the lights are placed, and it's also great for around the mouth. It's also really good for cold sores. So it's an excellent mask with some added tech. It is so comfortable. It has a submental piece, so you treat underneath your chin, not just on your face. It's a beautiful mask. It was my recommendation last year. It is still my same recommendation this year. And that's kind of funny because every year new stuff comes along and comes along. Absolutely nothing has come along to knock Currentbody off their top spot for me as far as LED masks. The quality of the LEDs is unbeatable. The quality of the actual medical grade silicone, once you feel it, you can tell the difference with any mask you've ever used. It's so soft, so pliable, and so comfortable. So it's just leaps and bounds above the rest. And all of my friends who have tried that mask agree with me. It is just really, really good. Now, there are other things from Currentbody that are really good as well. You can, if you are interested in the Drmtlgy Flex, which is a pro grade LED kind of dome, then it is going to be $512 off. So if you are somebody maybe in the treatment room and you are looking for a really good LED that you can use on clients, of course you can also use it at home. It's an expensive piece of kit, but it is pro grade. Drmtlgy actually produces LEDs that are used in spas, used in medical offices, things like that. They created their Flex as their kind of bridge between the spa or in office and the consumer, and they offer it to at home and also in clinic, and they are offering that same 20% off, which it equals out to $500 and some odd. I've never seen them offer that before. My discount in the past has always been 10%, which was fine. It's a decent chunk of change off that LED, but 20% off that LED is pretty good, especially if you are somebody who has been looking to add LED into your in-office treatments for your clients. So I want you to know about that as well. Always check the bundles. An example is Currentbody. They are doing that 20% off, but they actually are also doing 20% off already discounted bundles. So I think the bundles are strike through. So you'll already see that they're like 10% off the two items together. Then they're 20% off adds to that. So you get an additional 20% off. So on any of these brands, check the bundles always, because usually those are discounted just a little bit, 10% or something. And then the discount that you apply at checkout will go on top of that. So always check that. Anywhere you're shopping, even beyond all of this, check bundles for sure. Now, ZiiP. ZiiP Halo is going to be 20% off site-wide from today until the end of the month. The cool thing about ZiiP is they just added 8 new treatment plans to the app. The app is completely free, and it's really cool because you basically get access to Melanie Simon. You get to work with her in the app, and like I said, completely free. I am somebody who does a lot of freeform with my microcurrent. I really, really love microcurrent for energizing the skin, for skin quality, because I know what it does to the skin cells. It energizes the mitochondria. It helps for your skin to produce more ATP so that you are better at producing collagen, at protecting your elastin, at fighting off environmental stressors, all of those things. Microcurrent helps to heal the skin. It was originally used for wound healing. It is actually one of my favorite modalities and has been forever. It's right up there. I've got microcurrent, LED, and microneedling. Those are, to me, the best, most effective forms of, especially at home, of modalities that we can use to see some results. The other thing that's fantastic with microcurrent is lymphatic drainage. It's just, you're gonna get some manual lymphatic drainage by literally pushing lymph away, you know, that kind of thing. But the microcurrent helps to gently kind of amp that up. No pun intended. So it's just one of my favorite things. And if you are somebody who owns a ZiiP, make sure you check out the app, update it, try out some of those new programs, because it's really, really neat that they did that. Melanie went and she redid a bunch of the apps. So it's updated, it's fresh, it has new recommendations for people to try, which I think is super duper cool. So that is a service to the existing consumers of ZiiP, people who already own the ZiiP. You just get that benefit. But if you haven't tried the ZiiP Halo yet, this might be a good time. You get 20% off. You get to see the app with all the new stuff. It's really super cool. So that is going to be on sale from today, November 10th, till the end of the month, till December 2nd. So that's super exciting as well. Maysama. So if you spend, I think it is $1 to $5.99, you get 32% off. And then if you spend over $600, you actually get 50% off. So obviously at some point you got to start doing the math, because it actually would cost you less to spend more because of that really big, deep discount. I mean, 50% off is absolutely incredible. Now, favorites from this brand, of course, her neck and deck is such a great piece of kit. It comes up and goes under your chin, which I really love the design of that. Now, Maysama, her LEDs are, of course, known for the fact that they are red, near infrared, and they pulse. So it is a completely different kind of technology, and it's really beautiful. The fit is fantastic. It's a great brand. She also just launched, it's pre-order, but she just launched a kind of a mitt for your hands, and I have it, and I've had it for a while, and it is absolutely beautiful. If you are somebody who wants to treat your hands and you want to treat it with LED, it's a really great little device, especially because you can actually use that device. You can lay it on your chest, you could put it on your part. You don't have to just use it on your hand. It just fits beautifully on the hand. You can still work, you can still type on a keyboard. I did an entire blog, and I will definitely, I'll show you it here, but I'll also link it if you want to go check out a really fantastic routine that you can use that would include something like that, that would include, in particular, the Maysama LED mitt, because it is so incredibly comfortable. She obviously spent a lot of time thoughtfully considering the fit so that you can still do things, which I think is really cool. I've used lots of hand LEDs, and what ends up happening is I stop using them because I don't have time to sit with my hands in something and not be working or doing stuff. And so she got over that hurdle, which is pretty cool. She has a belt that I actually just recently got, and fair enough, I haven't had a chance to really put it to the test, but it looks super cool because not only is it LED, but it has vibration. And for my lower back, I honestly should go get that out, but it is another one that looks to be, and I will report back because we have a little bit of time here this whole month. It looks to be really, really fantastic if that is something, if you have pain in your lower back and you want to treat it with some LED and you want to treat it with a little bit of vibration therapy. It's a really cool, innovative launch from the brand. So their sale, again, is 32% off up to $600 basically. And then over $600 is 50% off your cart. Okay, last but not least, and then a lot of stuff is going to be over on the blog, and definitely check back because there are some brands that are going to get added in over the next week or two. We tried to put a lot of the heavy hitters. We tried to get everybody on board on the same day to launch this big event so everybody can kind of see what their choices are going to be for the whole rest of the month and make decisions, because I know we aren't all getting everything, right? Now, Higherdose is also on this list. It's going to be 20% off site-wide, and I would say that my favorites from Higherdose are easily the new LED mat, and I absolutely love that thing. I use it all the time. I think it's just mind-blowing to me. I said it before when I talked about it in my new discoveries video. I've been using it for a long time. I used the prototype before they finished it, and I loved the prototype, honestly, and then they just made it even better. Actually, what they did between the prototype and the model that they eventually launched is they made it a little bit more flexible, so you could literally wrap it around you like a wrap. You could lay it over you like a blanket. You could wrap it around you like a towel. You know, I mean, it's just crazy what you can do with that, and it has 1,000 LEDs. I mean, it is no shrinking violet. It's so cool. That's probably my favorite thing from the brand because it's just extraordinary. It really is. But I do also love their LED hat. I've been using that now for a couple of years. I use it very, very consistently, and I do believe that it has helped greatly reduce the amount of hair shedding that I have had. Now, is it causing me to grow new hair? Is it causing my hair to grow faster? I can't say any of that, but it absolutely has helped reduce the amount of hair that I am shedding. And for me, that has been a huge win, especially because it's a cute ball cap. It takes 10 minutes a day, and it is very easy, very comfortable. It is rechargeable. It's just the easiest piece of kit that is non-invasive. And so for me, I'm like, it's a no-brainer. So those are probably my two very favorite things from the brand. I also really love the PEMF mat. I got that out in the last month or so. As soon as the weather changed, I got that out, and I have been using it a ton. I actually just picked it up because I have a puppy, and I was a little worried about my puppy doing anything on that mat. So it normally would just lay here in my office all winter long, but until that puppy is not a puppy, I'm not gonna have my beautiful PEMF mat there, possibly becoming a puppy pad. So as I lay it out, when I do lay it out during the day, oh my gosh, I turn it on, I turn on the infrared heat, I turn on the ion, I pick the PEMF frequency that I want, and I let it heat up for a little while, and I lay on it, and I am telling you, it is the most relaxing, the most comforting, grounding experience. It's absolutely beautiful. I've had that for years now, and it is definitely one of my favorite larger pieces. When I'm not using it, it folds and I just put it away. It's like tucked away in a corner of my house upstairs. The ladies that I work with at Higherdose are incredible. They are incredible researchers, they're incredible scientists, and it's just cool. It is pretty much all women. I'm sure there's a man here and there, but I've dealt with all women, and it's really, really good company. So excited for them to be joining the sale today, November 10th through December 2nd, and it's gonna be 20% off site-wide. Okay, so those are a taste of the Best Before Black Friday sales that are going on. The important thing to remember is that the idea is that you have time. You have time to make your decisions. If you have any questions about anything from any of these brands, I'm happy to help. And if you have any suggestions for other brands, the more people recommend, the more I can go to that brand and say, hey, I have a lot of requests for you. You might want to reconsider joining this sale event. That really does help. I really do use your ask as leverage with brands to get better discounts and to get people to join earlier. So it's kind of a community effort getting this sale off the ground. I hope you guys have the most wonderful day. I'll talk to you in my next skincare video, and I hope you take care.